So, a couple of days back, I was talking to a friend, and we were just conversating, or I was just basically listening to her explaining how she feels about, everything going on in her life. But, anyways, as she was talking, the word feel stuck in my head. Like, it was just in my mind, like, for the longest time. And I was thinking about it, like, for a very, very long time. Now, that's when this video was brought up to my head, or like to my attention. The word feel is very, very significant, but we really do not see the significance of it because I don't know. But from what I've been able to deduce, whenever we're going through a certain circumstance, whether it's good or it's bad, there's always a feeling involved. Now, what I understand is that whenever a feeling is brought up to you, you need to feel it, right? For example, let's just say your mother or your father or whoever cares about you decides right now they want to surprise you with something that you've always wanted for the longest time. Be it a phone, be it a car, be it a laptop, whatever it is, right? Obviously, in that moment in time, you're going to be happy, you're going to be excited, you're going to be thrilled, overwhelmed, with joy and happiness, right? And then a different scenario hit me, right? The same person who was able to surprise you, whatever they surprise you, not even the same person, but someone you actually care about, like deeply, right? Is told that okay, they passing away, right? They just passed away just like that. Obviously, the pain, the feeling that you're gonna get is pain. You're gonna you're gonna be hurting, like for the longest time. You're gonna be hurting like for real. Like it's gonna be a really, really bad time or like bad situation for you, right? What is my point exactly here? We fail to actually feel whenever something bad happens. And I get it because nobody actually wants anything bad to happen to them. Nobody actually wants to live this life where they're constantly facing problems, constantly going through like the same situation all over and over again, dealing with the exact same thing. Now, that's where the word feel comes into play. Just because we do not want that negative energy, we try our level best to avoid it, which I feel, in my opinion, is not the best thing to do because you're not really avoiding it. You're not really taking it away. You're not really removing it. You're just really postponing its duties. Like the pain that you're supposed to feel, that emotion that comes along with the tragedy that just took place. It doesn't come there just to decorate whatever happened or anything. It has a job to fulfill. It has a duty to attend to, which is to actually be there so that you can actually feel it. That emotion is necessary so that you can be able to move on and accept the situation as it is. Just like as I go back to like the first situation or scenario, if somebody decides to surprise you with something, you're obviously gonna be happy. That emotion of happiness, that emotion of happiness, right? It's actually there in that moment in time so that you can actually feel it, so that you can actually take it in order to accept the fact that, you know what, whatever it is that I've been given, this is mine. It's not anybody else's, it's mine. And I have to understand so that I can actually move on with my life knowing that this is mine. So it's the exact same thing with a loss. Whenever you lose something, you have to understand that you're losing it. You have to accept the fact that it's not going to be with you, like in this journey of life. So whether it be someone who's passing on, whether it be someone who just left you as a relationship or friendship, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. What matters is you need to feel whatever you need to feel at that moment in time. That emotion that comes into play in that moment, do not avoid it. Do not run away from it. When you're running away from it, you are basically bottling it inside of you. Whenever something is bottled, if you're bottling inside, it basically kind of like when you're pouring water into a container. You're pouring water into not even a container, let's say a glass. You're pouring water into a glass, right? And you keep on pouring that water inside the glass. At some point, it's going to be overflowing and the water will come out. So it's the exact same thing with the negative emotions that you're bottling up, the feelings that you're avoiding. You're not basically pushing them away from you. You're not basically getting rid of them. You're not doing that. The one thing that you're doing is actually accumulating them inside of you. When you're accumulating them inside of you, there'll come a time when they'll actually burst out in the most unexpected way ever. So what my point is in this video is that you need to feel. Feeling is one of the best things that you can ever do. I'm trying my level best not to make sure this is long. I'm trying to keep it short. So my advice to each and everybody, if you're having like a problem, or if you know that right now someone from like your family, your friend has actually passed away or something like that, don't be afraid to feel that pain. Don't be afraid to hurt. You do not need alcohol. You do not need anything to numb the pain. Stop numbing the pain. You need to feel whatever it is that is you're feeling. You should feel in that moment in time. If it's a pain, continue feeling the pain. The same way you feel happy, the same way you need to feel pain. It's not guaranteed for you that every morning you have to wake up. It's not like it's written somewhere that you need to wake up happy each and every morning. No. The fact that you're going through that exact same emotion, it has a lesson behind it. Every day has a lesson behind whatever you are feeling, behind whatever happens. There is a reason why things happen the way they happen. There is a reason why we need to feel certain emotions at that moment in time. We need to learn that, and we need to accept that that's how it is. Life is not just about you waking up in the morning, doing what you gotta do, and going back to sleep. You need to learn from each and every day, each and every experience that it's brought to you. It's a lesson. So do not just run away from your problems. Face them head on. There's this say that I like so much. You need to go through it to get through it. So I hope this video really helped a lot of people, or a few people, understand that feeling is not the worst thing that you could ever do for yourself. It's probably the best thing that you could ever do for yourself, because no one really predicts pain, right? So message. Try hit me up in my socials whenever you feel that you can, and bring up a conversation, bring up a topic for me to talk about. I'll be more than happy to indulge myself in conversations with you. I'll be more than happy to take on your opinion and also look at things differently from your perspective, as well as take upon the topics that you give me. I'll be looking forward to doing that as well. So yeah, that's all I have to say for now. And if you really do not mind linking up with me just to have a simple conversation, it's okay. Like I said, just find me on my socials and we can talk.